YouTube family.
My name is Elysia English.
And I'm Philip English.
Welcome back to our channel. We have been thoroughly enjoying our little kitchen banquette that we made here. We have been spending so much time here, so we thought we would film in this new little kind of thinking couch we have.
It's comfy.
We're just creating more thinking couches. But it has got us thinking that we have approximately 45 days until we leave.
Till we're gone?
Till we're gone.
We're out of here?
What?
Oh my gosh.
We are waiting for our property to close that we purchased in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. So we're super excited because we have purchased just under 9 acres of untouched, 40-year-old untouched, abandoned forest. And it just so happens to be mainly a birch tree forest. So I'm dreaming about how gorgeous this is going to be or how disastrous, because we actually had to buy this property completely sight unseen. We knew that what we wanted to spend for a budget for our property, and we were able to pick this up for a really good price, knowing the memories and adventures that we would be able to have on this property.
Right.
So we have discovered some really amazing and cool information about our property, which we're not going to share with you yet because it's going to lead into some really neat content we're going to do on our new property.
Absolutely.
But there are a few really exciting things that we're going to be doing on our property, and so we thought today we would share with you some of the fun things we're going to be doing and just some of the plans that we have, because right now we're in the planning process behind the scenes. Yeah. So you guys are seeing us doing lots of home renovations, and we're getting lots of questions. Are you selling your house?
Yes.
Why are you fixing up your... We're not selling
our
house.
We're not?
Oh my goodness. Right now, we're just renovating the house and making the house exactly how we want it. So we're just going room by room and working on projects that we can afford to in the process, along with doing some partnerships with our favorite brand, Home Hardware. And so we're really excited about a lot of the projects we have coming up this year. One of our next big projects is creating a fireplace, open shelving, cabinetry, literally an 18-foot wall in our living room. And we are going to make a cozy, dreamy living room space.
I can't wait.
We're so excited. So we hope that you guys will follow along on that, because it is a huge project and something we always dreamt we would be able to do in our home.
Let us know in the comment section if you think that's a great idea.
Yeah, we're pretty excited. So it's going to be an electric insert fireplace because we don't want to be tearing down, roofs and things in the house. But we're going to be making it look like a real fireplace and adding a lot of really neat custom stuff to this area. And then our next project after that is going to be building a work room, work table, station, shelving, all of the above to be able to do our homeschooling, office work, YouTube editing, kind of all in one, like a
How fitting for the times, really.
We need this. Yes. Because so many people right now are working from home and they've never worked from home before. And you find yourself working in really odd spaces, like sitting in bed doing editing, or we just really need a spot to be able to have these items, but quick change it into a big table for us to play board games, eat dinner, do all different kinds of things we do with our family. Mm-hmm. So these are 2 huge renos. But this week we have a progress home tour on our channel that you guys are going to see all of the spaces that we've already done, including some of the spaces that we still have to do. Ooh, do we have to show those ones, or can we just show the pretty stuff?
We always said we were going to show the good, the bad, and the ugly.
We did. Yeah. So we do have a few spaces that are still ugly, and we have plenty of spaces that we have renovated, and we want to show you the final reveals of the boys' bedrooms. We now have a lot of the areas of our home finished, but a lot of people are saying, you're going to run out of rooms. We have lots more to do, so stay tuned.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of areas of our home that you guys have never seen. Super fun. Plus, we have a lot of outdoor projects coming up. But let's talk property.
Yes. Hold on, let's talk puppies.
Let's talk 3 Basset Hounds going in a camper to the East Coast. So we've been doing really cute little road trips with the dogs, individually and all together as a trio, getting them used to spending longer and longer durations in our truck, because we are going to be making a really long 22 to 24 hour drive to the East Coast from our property here. So we're going to be taking the camper.
Wait, first off, so far, how are the dogs doing in the car?
Super good. We are finding that our one pup is a little bit car sick, but she's getting better and better. But we really, because of COVID, we haven't been out and about since we got our puppies. Right. So our puppies were purchased during sort of the lockdown. And so they haven't had the experience that Gunnar had as a pup going with us places in the car, because we literally stay home.
Yeah, or we walk in this area.
Yeah.
There's trails around our house. So right now, fortunate enough, we haven't had to take the car really anywhere to take the puppies out. But lately...
We've just been going for drives.
We've just been going for drives to get the puppies used to it, because we know It's going to be a long drive.
It's going to be a long drive. So we are planning for the property too. First of all, when we arrive there, we have to do a quarantine as far as we know right now. So we're going to be doing at least, I believe about a 2-week quarantine.
Oh my goodness.
What we're being told. We have to be completely self-sufficient when we arrive there on our property for, as of right now, we know 2-week period. So a 14-day period. So we're going to have to make sure we're stocked up on groceries, dog food, all the essentials, and make an in-case to-do list because we really don't know what we're expecting when we get there.
We have no idea. The forest could be just a bunch of decayed wood on the ground, which we're okay with.
Yeah.
Or it could be absolutely gorgeous and beautiful and all the things we're dreaming of.
Yes. So we actually don't know where our entrance is on our property because of the way that we're surrounded by ocean, pond, existing Crown Land property. We actually need to determine and figure out where we want our entrance to be and build ourselves an entrance in.
This is going to be one epic journey.
So we need to get a camper in. That obviously will be getting pulled by a truck.
First off, that's the thing. We keep getting questioned. Where is the camper?
It's minus 15 without the wind chill, which means it's like minus 25 in the
During the day, it's anywhere from like minus 7 to minus 10 to 12 right now in February where we are. And then it drops down lower at night. And sometimes when you're working in the camper, it's just not as fun as you think it would be.
No, and it's really terrible lighting in the winter because we don't have that gorgeous warm weather sun coming through into the windows.
It gets dark at 6 o'clock here.
Yeah, so it's really hard to film in the camper. But we will be getting back into the camper because we need to finish a few projects in there before we roll out with the camper.
Roll out.
Roll out. So we are going to be making an entrance.
Yes.
And making a front gate area to be able to have as our technical entrance. And this year, our goal is to clear out a pretty good area in probably around the center-ish of our forest or where we think is the best spot and create camp. And creating camp for us is going to mean Philip's mom and dad are, I think, 100% for sure coming with us.
Yeah,
correct?
100% okay. They're going to come for the journey. I think they're coming down with us or they might fly in.
We're not sure yet. Due to the world issues, we don't really know all of the details, but
we're going to try and make it as easy for them as possible.
Yes, for sure. So we're going to be having a spot for mom and dad to obviously stay, and we are going to be staying in our camper for the amount of duration of time that we're there this year. And we are almost for sure on our certain plans that we're going to be building some type of building structure on property this year.
Yeah.
Which is pretty incredible because of all of the setbacks. We're getting supplies and stuff. We're just right now trying to confirm everything and see exactly what we're going to be building, and we'll fill you in kind of as we know. But we did the studio build here, which we're still waiting on a permit for, which is why we haven't finished the interior. But we are building something in Nova Scotia so that we don't require a permit. I know permits suck, right, Finn?
Finn's like, I don't like permits.
No permits. Are you gonna get her?
Yeah, I'll get her.
Okay, so we don't want to have to deal with any permits or any setbacks for building needing a permit. And so we're going to be building something under the requirements that we would need to be able to build something that's the right square footage where we don't have to worry about any of that, because it has not been ideal for us to have to wait to work on the inside of our studio here. So that was kind of a setback, and we don't want any stress or setbacks at all with our new property because it's all about fun, memories, adventure, and goodness.
Yes.
But can we tell them like a few things about what we might think's on the property? But
yeah, for sure. Well, let's talk about the history of the property and what's around the property.
Mm-hmm. So
in the area.
We are about a kilometer only from the ocean.
Yes.
Which is amazing. Mm-hmm. And we're being told that the migration of the whales that we really, really love, and plenty of other creatures, happens to go right around that whole area, which is just going to be so amazing. And although we would probably have to be out further in the water on a boat or something to see a lot of that,
they're there.
They're there, and we're going to know they're out there, and I'm just going to pretend like I can touch them. Who's that barking?
All of them. There's one bone, 3 bassets.
There's a lot of bones out there. 3 bassets. They've just buried them all in the snow. So we are excited about the location. We are actually also, the tip of our property is also on a pond, a large pond that actually flows kind of to the ocean.
It's brackish water, so the ocean flows into the pond. It's basically like a retention pond. With a barrier at the front of it to break the waves coming into the pond area. So it's where fresh water comes in from the land and salt water comes in, which creates brackish water. So it's not quite salt water, but it is attached to the ocean, so you can get to the ocean from our pond.
Which is really neat. And we own approximately 300 to 400 feet along the side of the land at the pond. So the boys are already claiming it as their pond, although I'm sure we share it with adjoining property owners.
It's our pond.
It's our pond. So we actually don't know if we have any other bodies of water within our property, and we think we might have a freshwater stream, but we're going to have to go on an adventure and see if we can find it, because unfortunately on Google Maps, because we are in a forest, literally all you see when you Google Earth ourselves is the top of tree canopy. So we're really going to be in for a surprise on what is on our property. But we have plans to do gardens on the property this year, land clearing. We want to build some type of natural fencing around our property if possible this year. And we're pretty excited just to get the camper there. And the camper is going to be staying on that property.
Yeah.
That way, when we travel back and forth from our home here, which we're not selling, and to go there, there's always a spot for us to stay until we have some building structures there. So we're looking at building some kind of like bunkie.
We love this house, and we would never sell it.
No. And although also the boys are like, no, we're not selling this house. So what? They're having so much fun in the snow.
Hi, guys.
So we've been getting quite a bit of snow. We're in for a really big snowstorm today. And so we're trying to run the pups in the back today as much as possible, tire them out, because they might be in quite a bit tonight because it'll be so cold.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple other questions we've been having about the property is, how are we going to get there? Are we going to go like a straight path there, or are we going to stop along the way? And I'm pretty certain, because of all the world issues, we 100% will be doing a complete straight path there, because we'll be crossing provinces. We will have to stay basically in our vehicle other than to fill up to be able to get directly onto our property. So we need to think of as many things as we possibly can that we need to take with us, knowing that we're going to be there at least 2 weeks without leaving property.
This is where we need your help.
We need your help. We are planners. So although you guys don't always see some things on camera at that moment, we're planners behind the scenes, and we're trying to make every possible plan we can to make this as smooth as possible, because we're going to be going with 3 dogs, 2 kids, and ourselves, and Phil's mom and dad. So mom is also a planner, and the camper, a couple of vehicles, our utility trailer, and we need a list of all the things that we possibly would have to take up with us that we would need. You're just corralling the pups now.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. They're barking over a bone. I wish I could show you guys. I probably can. Where are they? Oh, come on. It's not. Hold on.
They all have hooves and knuckles, but they're fighting over one.
There they are. Can you see them, YouTube family? They don't even really know what they're barking at. They just know they're barking.
Our pups are not like normal barkers, but we got them these great big knuckles at the feed shop, and there's enough. There's probably 9 of them in the backyard, but they keep fighting over one of them. Okay, so we want to know, we need you guys to leave us as many comments as you can possibly think of things that we need to take for our family at the property. We know we need a chainsaw and a generator and a few other things that we need to do, but we need to be able to stock up on supplies and be there for a minimum of 2 weeks when we get there.
Yeah.
So we want to make this as fun as possible, and we don't want to feel like we're quarantining when we get there, because we stay home here. We don't go anywhere. So we're probably, it's kind of unnecessary, but it's completely necessary just to do the extra precautions because of the world issues. So,
absolutely.
All of the plans we have for when we get to the property, what we're going to do is do some pre-filming here. So you guys see a few videos as we're on the road, and then you guys will see it kind of like live in action. We'll be posting as we go, which is super fun, because I think it's best. We love doing the daily content where you guys see what's happening when it's happening, not a week later or a few days down the road. So we're really excited that we have such a big YouTube family to bring along with us. That being said, we're coming up on 137,000 YouTube family members.
Oh my goodness!
And we're really excited because we are on a road to 200,000 subscribers this year, and it's because of your guys' support. and we're really excited to bring you guys along on our journey of this new property. We don't know exactly how long we're going to be there this year. We could be there for 3 weeks, 3 months, or forever. We don't know. It's just going to determine when we get there kind of how things are. We're not going to be there forever, but we're going to be back and forth forever for sure. Philip's like, we're going to get to the forest and we're never going to want to come home. We watched a documentary. We need to know what this is called. My Octopus Teacher.
Oh, I believe it's called.
And we're now obsessed with octopus. Octopi? Octopus?
Yeah, octopi.
I watched the documentary. I should know this. The beginning is super slow, but it is an amazing documentary, and now we want to find as many octopus that we can when we get there, because it's just pretty amazing. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a pretty cool documentary. But we are excited to go. We hope you guys are going to be part of our journey. We love you guys. We just wanted to fill you in on our plan, but we have about 45 days till we're gone. What? Is this even real life?
45 days. We're not ready, but we're
not
going.
Ready, but we will be ready. So leave us a comment down below. Let us know what would be your must-have things that you would absolutely need if you were going to an abandoned forest that hasn't been touched for 40 years. That just
There's
so happened.
no building in the
There's nothing.
Not that we know of.
Not that we know of, yeah.
Yeah. We do see some structure when we look down from the satellite images, so there are things there.
Yeah, which we aren't going to fill you in on because we actually don't know what they are.
It's cool, though.
It's super fun. So we are really excited. Phil's mom and dad are doing research. We're doing research. We're trying to come up with as much info as we can before we go. But we want to fill you in on our plans. 45 days till we're gone. Let's go. We love you, and we will see you guys later. Oh, my goodness. Naughty Bassets.